Hello.
Hello.
Hello, folks. This is episode 2 of Out the Band podcast. One went pretty well, I think.
Aye, looked good.
Aye, we're still kind of. It was only a week ago, but we're still kind of excited about it. And
it wasn't too awkward, which I was quite surprised about. I thought I would look back and be like, God, man, Graham's rambling. And
I've watched it like 4 times, to be fair. So I can't be that bad if I've watched it so many times.
That was good, man. I hope everybody else found it good as well.
Yeah.
This is probably once it's out. It's not even out yet. I mean, it's out like this Thursday, and we'll try to keep a week ahead. You know, try to keep up to date, so we keep on top of ourselves, man.
Aye.
Even doing this second one, I'm chuffed with us, man. I was like, we've actually done it. We're making it a thing, you know.
I can't believe we're talking about episode 3 already. We've got stuff planned for the next episode already.
Alright, stay tuned. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button.
We've stupidly decided to record this on the hottest day of the year in Scotland.
Absolutely roasted.
So you can see that we're all tanned. We were making the best of it. I had a barbecue yesterday.
Did you?
That was lovely.
Didn't they invite me?
Well, actually, Christy made a barbecue. She made 2 burgers, and that's her first barbecue. She done well. She done well, to be fair.
2 burgers and then a few other folk you invited and that, aye.
Nah, I wish.
So, what you been listening to since our last meeting?
So, when I was a kid, I was a big Offspring fan.
Yes.
And they've just released new music, new album, and it's. Well, what do you think of it? What's your thoughts? I don't want to give it away too early.
Let the bad times roll.
Yeah.
As soon as I put it on the first track, and I was instantly transported back into my living room in 1997 playing Tony Hawk's.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Aye,
cool.
That's just what they remind me of, man. Like, as soon as I listen to them, and I've not listened to them in years, and I've not really looked into them much, but I think that is their first album in a wee while.
9 year.
9 years, is it?
9 year.
Holy shit,
they've actually been writing the album for 9 year. Well, I'm saying writing. They've been chipping away at it. They've been kind of Noodles. The guitarist took a bit of time off and stuff, and they were still gigging. And then they were kept working on all this new music with the original members and stuff. And they've been working on it for 9 years.
Did they have any singles come out for that album? Because I don't even feel as if I've really.
I think they did. I think is it the third track? They Come New or something like that.
Maybe.
Can't remember.
I don't know. I just had the Hair Dating, and then all of a sudden it's like the Offspring has got a new album out, and I'm sure it came out because when I was listening to it, I was like, I wonder when this actually came out, because I feel as if I never heard anything about it, and then all of a sudden it was here, and it came out on the 16th of April, which is so funny because the 2 albums we were talking about last week both came out on the 16th of April as well. I'm like, is this a thing? Is like there'll just been hundreds of albums uploaded in the same day?
That must be quite annoying, isn't it? If a big band releases an album and another band releases an album the exact same day.
Aye.
Like, you'd be like, fucking hell, man. Date yesterday, or date tomorrow.
It's a good day for the music scene, I suppose, though.
It's good for us.
Aye,
We've got plenty to talk about.
Hopefully.
But I liked it.
There's a few really good tracks in it, man.
Very good tracks. There's a few wacky tracks in it also.
We Don't Have Sex Anymore. Oh man, that is a tune, man. See with the trumpets and all that.
I had to check it was the right fucking band I was listening to. I thought it was Real Big Fish.
It's really good, man. Just pure one of those ones you just pure get into when you're listening.
It's catchy, man. I thought some of their kind of like livelier music that was a bit kind of more rockier. I thought it actually had a wee bit of a Foo Fighters vibe to it. I thought there was a couple of tracks in there I was like, that could easily have been written for Foo Fighters. But then I like the classic fast drumming and stuff like that. Some of their old sort of the kind of old style songs.
It was a big track that was The Kids Are Alright.
The Kids Are Alright.
The Kids Are Alright. Aye, man. Some of it was kind of reminiscent to that, and that's again that is that Tony Hawk's song in it.
Aye.
That was pure huge in Tony Hawk's, man, and that's what it pure reminded me of.
Iconic riff and that song was brilliant. It's crazy. I think that Dexter the singer is like a pilot. He's got like a PhD in like biology or something like that. He's like dead intelligent. And then you've got like the other guys in the band like Noodles and stuff, and just see after eat. Supposedly he's like mega intelligent and like flies planes like twice a week and all that kind of stuff. And
have you seen any of the music videos for it?
No.
I seen that one again. We Don't Have Sex Anymore, and it's quite funny, man. It's like 2 chimpanzees and they're like married and all that, and the chimpanzee it's almost as if he's like, you know what I mean, like that kind of way. It's like 20 years married or something like that kind of. Obviously they don't do it anymore, and then he's like fucking he goes away to the strip bar and all that.
That's what the monkey does.
It's quite good, man. It's quite a well done video.
The Offspring have always had kind of wacky videos as well, haven't they?
I like that, man. See a band that doesn't take themselves too serious.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
That's like what we talked about last week as well, about like the Foo Fighters and Don Brocco and stuff, and that's kind of similar to that, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like folk that they can have a laugh with you for a good time or a long time.
Aye.
Get that tattooed
That's
on
it, man. That other track as well that I really liked was that Gone Away, which was totally different for the whole album. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Aye.
When I was listening to it through start to finish in the one go, you know what I mean? But then that album hit and I was like, is this REM? You know what I mean? It's a really well done, and it's actually one of their old tracks, so on it, like for I don't even know. I think it's like 1997 or something like that. It's like
American album or something like that.
And I absolutely love that, man. Like, definitely a pure tune, man.
It was that's a song you would go and see live, and it just goes on before the encore. Like, he could have camera doing it then play something mad. Like,
Aye.
It was good. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. There's a lot of good tracks for it. There's a lot of good tracks for the album. But it sounds bad, but it was actually better than I thought it was going to be.
Aye.
I had the fear that it was just going to be so old, and it felt like, even though they've been making it for 9 years, it felt like a 2021 album. Do you know what I mean? It felt dead modern, and but still had the old style effects to it and stuff.
They stuck to their roots, man.
They'll keep a lot of their old fans, definitely.
That's another good tune as well, with the roots, and it's like, oh man, you can imagine that at a gig or something like that, man.
Aye,
Like,
they need to
the
open
police,
that.
aye, definitely, man.
I wrote Nickelback next to my nose.
Oh man, Nickelback, fuck. Oh, I don't know about that one,
but aye,
it's good, man. It's catchy. But it made me see when they were next playing, which is actually November.
Whereabouts?
Glasgow. Aye, SC. I think no, it's Hydro.
Is it?
Aye. But I was just curious, man. Don't know if I'll go. It's that kind of time of year, and I hate gigs at that time of year because you're always skint because of Christmas.
Aye.
And it's like, oh man, I feel bad just going to a gig when I should be thinking about Christmas time. But you always end up going anyway.
I'd love to go. I think they need to play a lot of their old stuff as well. I've never seen them live, I don't think. No, I don't think. I think my brother's seen them a few times.
See, I was thinking about this earlier, and I was like, have I seen them with you live? And then obviously I've not.
Well, maybe have, but I didn't think I had seen them.
I was kind of thinking, I was like years and years ago, maybe supporting somebody, but maybe no, man.
No idea. No idea.
But there is that other band that we were talking about last week, that
Nova Twins.
Did you listen to them?
Yeah.
Aye. What did you? Were you know keen?
I liked them.
They're wacky, ain't they?
Like, a bit wacky. I thought they were just like a kind of angry Little Mix. But no, I did like them, man. I thought they were catchy. I thought a lot of their songs were they would just repeat themselves over and over again, and that kind of like but kind of punky,
like baby metal or something, or like
like
and that kind of goes on a bit, and it's like, but in a good way.
Aye. Well, baby metal's in Japanese, so I don't actually know what they're saying all the time.
That's true.
But I did like them, man. That song was it One by One.
Aye, the Bring Me one. Aye, featured on. They featured on Bring Me's album.
I thought the highlight of it was the Bring Me bit, though. I did think that. I thought when their bit came in, I was like, all right, I could take it or leave it, to be honest.
Aye, it's just a feature in it. It's like just a wee segment.
I'll go and see them though, because between the Nova Twins, You Meet Six, and Bring Me the Horizon at that gig, that's a good lineup, man.
See, the thing is, with their music, but I think they'll put on a show, man. Because I think they're signed by Fever 333's record, and you've not seen Fever 333
I've not
live.
seen them, no, I like them.
Oh man, see the energy on stage, it's unreal, man. And I think they toured with Fever 333, and then they've obviously signed them. Which
they've done a song
which makes me think their stage presence must be unreal, because they're like that, you know what I mean?
Well, quite similar actually, aren't they? They're quite similar.
It's kind of similar, a bit.
They've done a song with Fever 333. Or a remix or something. I only heard it today because I was.
See, I've only listened to a few of their songs, and then I seen that about Fever 333. I'm just gonna say Fever. Fever. Which made me quite curious to see what they would be like live because of that.
Fever 333 are good, man. Like, they just so much remind me of like a Rage Against the Machine, like a current Rage Against the Machine and stuff. They're good.
Unreal, man. See, for is it 2 guys or 3 guys? However many. See for the show they put on, for just a few of them being on stage, man. It's like crazy, man. Because when I seen them, I think they were supporting Bring Me. Was it Bring Me they were supporting? And they had like no like, there was nothing like behind them or anything like for the stage and all that kind of stuff. It was just literally them on the stage, and the drummers like on the drum stool drumming away and all that, and pure spinning about and all that. It was so good, man. Very entertaining band to see live.
Even listening to them in like, an album and stuff like that, it just comes across as if it'd be an amazing gig to go and see them live. Where did you see them?
Hydro again.
Hydro.
That's where all the kind of big bands are playing nowadays when they come to Glasgow, man.
It's not my favourite venue. It really isn't. I think,
especially if you're seating, man. Holy fuck, it's shite.
I know.
I seen Queens of the Stone Age, man. One of my favourite bands there, and I was like in the fucking gods, and I was like, man, I just didn't enjoy it really.
What's your favourite venue in Glasgow?
I don't know, man. That's quite a hard one.
I think mine's is Barrowlands, man. I think to go again Barrowlands, it's all standing. It's big enough to be packed. It's small enough to be intimate, kind of that kind of stage. It's not a big arena. It's a ballroom.
It is a very good venue.
Sounds amazing.
I always think King Tut's is overrated. Like, I think it's good, but I think it's just a bit.
It's more of a name, innit?
It's because of the decibels thing, but like, if for anybody that doesn't know, King Tut's has like got like folk living round it, so they can only go so loud. They can't go over a certain amount of decibels. And sometimes when I've played there, I just feel as if it's like just that wee extra punch would just kind of, don't know, make you. It's like fucking like places like Sleazy's and Broadcast and all that. Like they just fucking put the volume to the max, man, pretty much, and then you go in and you feel fucking amazing. Like when it's just pure blaring out at folk, you know.
Sleazy's is a great venue.
Sleazy's is a really good venue,
I actually
man.
really like Sleazy's, man. That's where we had an EP launch.
Aye, that was like one of my favourite gigs, man. Probably.
Aye, it was mine. Aye, just for
obviously EP launches are always a bit better because
there's a bit of a buzz off it and stuff, and also we made the most money that night with it.
Well, it's always good to make a wee bit of dollar.
It's not all about money though.
Aye, so they say.
Aye, no, aye. It's Barrowlands is probably my best venue in Glasgow, I'd say. Has to be.
It is good, man. I've had some really good nights there, man. You're having a little.
I was.
You don't even want to show off your wee book, no?
See, last week when David was slagging me about not being prepared, look at this. Highlighters.
That is actually
notes.
Very, very impressive.
And I even put a sticker.
Oh, aye.
Have you seen the sticker? You've seen it on David's iPad? You can't really see that. We'll put them on their Instagram.
You're embarrassing yourself.
We'll put them on their Instagram. I'm going to set the notepad out because I keep looking
just set it out, man. Nobody's going to judge except for me. I'm judging you right now.
You slag me after the podcast is finished.
Right, so Spiritbox.
Spiritbox.
I just seen that. First thing I seen as soon as I opened my phone.
Just came in my brain. Aye. So they've got, is it 2 new singles they've released? Secret Gardens.
I think it's like 4.
Is it?
It's like 4 for their album that's coming out in September. On Amazon Music. I don't know what Spotify's got to use. Fancy Spotify.
Well, mine said September 17th, I think, as well.
That is.
So it's come out early on Spotify, is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just taking the piss.
Freaking out.
What? No, I think it's 4 songs I've got out the now from it. I think like it was 4 songs on the kind of album on Amazon Music, so I think so. But what was it?
I've only heard
something in my head.
I've only heard is it Circle With Me and Secret Garden. Secret Garden's a tune.
Oh, it was their YouTube video. We were screaming. Have you seen that?
Aye. Just in our bedroom or something like that.
Aye. It's quite mad, man. She's fucking
voice.
Aye, she's fucking good, man. Like just for
she can sing as well. Like she can vocally. She's got a good voice when it's like the nice clean choruses, and then it's just the fucking opens the devil's pits, man, and just comes out this big scream. It's fucking unbelievable. And she's
it's like such a soft voice, is it? Like really? I mean, when she's singing and it's nice wee melody, and she's just like.
I think she's married to the guitarist or something. See, to be fair, it helps that she's a smoke show as well. She's quite tidy.
That does usually help. Maybe that's why we failed, man. Not a smoke show amongst us.
Fucking ugly Scottish boys. You give a chance.
They'll not even get a gig, man.
It's great. 2016 they started as well. That's another band that have been kind of just shooting up. I think the last year they've just been shooting up.
American
Canadian.
Oh god, man.
Holy Roller.
Canadians get well offended when you call them American as well.
Yeah, it's like folk calling us English.
I'm kidding.
Holy Roller, one of the older songs, is kind of heavier, but it's a fucking belter, man. It's so good. It's we're actually just listening to it before the podcast started.
Oh, was that the one that was on? Aye. It was heavy as well.
I'd love to go and see them live. I think they'd be good.
Aye.
It'd be good.
Definitely,
As soon as
man.
their
The
albums
buzz
out.
about them as well is very big.
Funny how you were saying about Baby Metal earlier. They've just released a kind of like greatest hits album as well, because
really?
that's aimed at 10 year. No, they're
I think-
not 10-year-old.
I think they are 10-year-old, man. If you've seen any of the music videos,
What's
look at
yours
this 10-year-old. Fuck's sake.
No, the band's 10-year-old, so they've got a kind of album out with their greatest hits and stuff like that.
They're another one that you're like, oh, yeah, nice wee singing voice, and then you're like, fucking
Aye.
die.
I think they're good, man. I think
They're good, man. It's really
Same
catchy.
again, the Download Festival. That's where I kind of discovered them and started listening to them. They're fun. They're a fun band. Don't know what they're saying, but they're good. It's a 10-year. It's got songs like the Gimme Chocolate's their best one, the biggest one, sorry, and Karate and stuff, which is my favourite.
They played it Download when we went, didn't they?
Aye,
I'm sure.
that's what I'm saying. Aye, that's I think they played this Saturday. I think the date was absolutely roasting. Aye, never really watched a wee bit of them. I think they were just like making their way to the bar, but aye, they were good. They were good. You seen all this mad stuff about Marilyn Manson? Sorry to bring a damper down.
Oh, the
Well, it's been
sex offender.
It's been
thing.
going on for like a couple of months now, I think, and it came out the other day that there's more people that have come out and like accused them of like forcing them to drink urine. There's a video of forcing them to drink their own urine or something like that, and like holding a gun to them, that kind of stuff. And then he's been like sexually abusing them as well. It's fucking crazy, man.
Fucking Marlon.
See when I see him, I thought he was fucking shite. I'm sorry. I like his music, but I think this was only a couple of years ago. So I think he was, don't know, man, he was fucked up. I think he was, don't know, man, he just didn't seem right.
No, I hadn't seen him since like Gig in the Green 2003 or something.
You seen him before? Was it good back then?
Fuck knows, man. I was like 10-year-old.
That's true.
I was fucking on my mom's shoulders like, Marilyn Manson.
Was Eminem not playing the same day or something?
I
like
think so, man. Or the same weekend or something like that.
Was that Tina Park? Did you say?
Nah, Gig in the Green, man. They don't even do Gig in the Green anymore.
Gig in the Green, that's right. It's crazy all these festivals that come and go, innit?
Aye, man.
What was the other one? Is it Sonosphere? It was a big kind of metal one. It was similar to Download.
I think so, aye.
That was. They always had a great lineup. Great lineup. It was kind of younger lineup. See how like a lot of times like you get like we went. It was like Ozzy Osbourne and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't any of that kind of stuff. It was kind of younger generation. Never went. Always wanted to go. I was kind of as soon as I was of age, it kind of cancelled. But
I know.
aye,
Sucks, man.
Marilyn Manson's a dodgy bastard. That's basically the outcome of that.
I mean, was it? Are you that surprised, really?
I mean, nah, it doesn't.
I mean, there's a certain point where folk are like, I suppose, a bit strange and out there when they're like metal musicians or like whatever. Like they've got that kind of character or whatever that they play. And then there's Marilyn Manson.
Aye,
That's like, you know.
he was a major celebrity as well.
Aye.
That probably doesn't help. But then you see like these major celebrities that are like, I'm trying to like look at fucking Travis Barker right now. Like he's mad. He's with a Kardashian now, and he's like living the best life, but he's just still the coolest cunt ever. And, like, you know, like, you just get the impression that Travis Barker come in here and sit down and you could have a beer with him and he'd be brand new. He'd probably hate me because I'd ask him about 1,000 questions right enough. But
Aye. I'm gonna open this because I've run out of beer.
all right,
And I need a drink.
it's absolutely roasted in here. That ice is melting.
Is it? Oh. Well done.
We're going to become alcoholics with this podcast.
That's fine.
Oh, should I say everybody's going to know we're alcoholics with this podcast?
True that, man.
Um,
Anything else that you've seen in the last week
cheers.
to music? How dramatic.
U86 are releasing a kind of deluxe album. So they
really?
released their album this year called Sucker Punch. Brilliant album, superb. But obviously COVID hit and like they couldn't really gig and do it and kind of stuff. So they felt as if they couldn't move on to the next project. So they basically there was 3 songs that never made it onto the album, and they've included this into the deluxe edition, and they've got another 3 songs that they've recorded different versions of, including Glasgow, which is a really good song.
Glasgow?
The song's called Glasgow.
Was it?
And
U86?
Aye, and they recorded it with a kind of live orchestra in it's Abbey Road. Abbey Road was sure. Aye, Abbey Road. They recorded it in there. I've seen the video and stuff. Look, it's amazing. It's a great tune. But aye, so that's all getting added into the Sucker Punch deluxe album, which I'll be buying.
Why did they call it Glasgow? Do you know that?
No idea actually. It's about a breakup. I think the song's about a breakup. So maybe I don't know if there's maybe
Gone with a bird for Glasgow.
maybe he's brave. He's brave. obviously never worked out. It never works out about a song with somebody else. It's always somebody they've lost or somebody that slipped away. Somebody died.
Jesus
Christ. Slipped
Second
away.
week in a row you're bringing up death. Oh wait, no, that was me.
It was you.
Ah, shit, sorry.
What about yourself? Who have you stumbled across?
Not much, man. I've just been listening to that Offspring album for last week. I'm feeling addicted to it.
Do you feel like it, do you?
I do like it a lot, man. You heard the track on it? I actually had to look it up, man, because I was like, right, I hear that track all the time, places. And it's
Alton Towers?
Aye, Nemesis as well. And it's like, I had to look it up because it's like it's actually from a play from like 1882 or something like that.
Right.
And it was this orchestra, like it's just a section of a play that was all those fucking 100 odd years ago or whatever. And I was like, that's quite mad, man. And musicians just keep bringing it back and back.
It's crazy, man.
It's a weird one to just throw in there, but I enjoyed it, man. I was like,
Aye, it was a bit. There's another one I was looking to, and I was like, is this part of the song before? Because that We Don't Have Sex Anymore was the song before it. And I was like, is this just like the most mental song ever? They've just decided to finish it on this fucking Alton Towers soundtrack. But no,
wouldn't be the worst idea ever.
It wouldn't be. I liked their wee outro. They had a wee outro. It was like it was just a wee kind of just wee bits of the album through, but it could have been a wee bit longer. I have it as if it was only like I think it was a minute or something, but they should have kept it going for ages. Maybe I don't know. Bands, but then they're kind of old fashioned.
Like the last track? Are you talking about
the very last track?
It was like, you know, with that, I just felt as if it kind of was playing, and I was like, something's coming. But then at the same time, I was like, I liked how it faded out because I'm like, I can't wait for the next Offspring album.
I know.
Can't fucking wait, man.
I think there definitely will be another.
Go back to my Yicket days, man. Just jumping out with my chain and that.
You kid when we can actually use that skateboard?
Oh, that's not real.
Is the mask?
I was about to say those wheels are made of rubber, but I think skateboard wheels are made of rubber, so that's not even like, you know. That's a Tony Hawk's board, actually, to speak of Offspring. There we go.
So it is.
Birdhouse.
So it is.
The mask. The mask is the mask, man.
Can you explain the mask?
I know. See, legit, I thought it looked cool, and I thought it was a real wooden one, and it's actually made of rubber.
I can't believe we were sitting talking about masks last week.
Aye.
And how like, oh, this mask looks like this, and it's right there.
It's looking at us, man.
That's it. That's Corey Taylor's mask.
So next week, I think we should. I'm going to listen to Royal Blood's new album, and I'm gonna have a wee think of that because I really like Royal Blood, man. I think they're really good, man. Just saw that. Whoa.
A bit different, aren't they? They're always quite lively and aye.
But how about that for next week?
Let's do it.
Then whatever else we wander across.
Aye, there'll be a lot more mad stuff going on through the week. This has been the maddest year I've ever lived in, so I'm sure there'll be
very crazy.
There'll be crazy. I think it's good to see things people starting to release dates and stuff, and gigs getting announced and stuff. And aye, it's good to see the world opening back up.
Anything else you want to speak of today?
I'm all good, brother.
That us then?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Cheers, man.
Have a few more beers.
Aye, let's do it.
Edit this bad boy up.
We should really be going to sit out in the sun, topping up these tans.
Aye, we definitely should be, man. Or heading to a beer garden. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and maybe hit that like button, subscribe, comment, let us know. Anything you want to let us know down below.
You'll get us at Out the Band Podcast on Instagram.
That's it. But I'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.